I'm going to show you how to create the highest converting Facebook ads that also generate the highest quality leads specific to your market, backed by data, using artificial intelligence, using 2 free platforms, one of which nobody's talking about and nobody else is sharing this strategy. And then I'm going to show you step by step, click by click, exactly how to create the Facebook ad. So by the end of this tutorial, you can start generating leads that are going to turn into closed deals. Now, I've created Facebook ad tutorials time and time again, and you'll be able to see some of the results. We'll put them on the screen. And these continue to be a trusted resource for agents in the real estate industry because of how clear they are and how you can follow it step by step. So what is this going to look like? Well, first, we're going to use Manus. Manus is a free artificial intelligence platform that does incredible deep research. So what are we going to do? Well, I've created these prompts for you. And as you can see, the first step, we're going to be building out and identifying what are the highest quality buyer lead strategies specific to current market trends, home buyer behavior, and what works best right now. Why home buyers? Well, that's because they're the easiest leads to generate. We can make sure they're the highest quality, and they also generate the most seller leads because most of them have a home to sell as well. And then after that, we're going to actually use ChatGPT and build out the ad. Then we're going to come into Facebook and actually go step by step and create the tutorial together. So let's start going through, and I'll show you why Manus is so powerful. It blows my mind that not many people are talking about it. So what we're going to do is first dive into this prompt here. And as you can see, these are specifically tailored toward your market. So we can see maybe I'm a realtor in Austin, Texas, and I want to generate high quality buyer leads from Facebook ads for people in my local market. And we want to look at this information here. So what Manus is going to do, as you can see, is it's going to do deep research, but in a way that ChatGPT does not do it. So I'm going to help you identify the most Facebook ad strategy to generate the highest quality home leads. Let me research current market trends, buyer behaviors, and the latest Facebook advertising best practices. But here's the coolest part about what Manus does is if we open this here, it will actually show you live real time all of the searches that it's doing. And click by click, you can see here, it is searching this website, and you'll be able to see it interacting with different links on the website and finding all of the best data specific to your market so that we can create ads with clarity instead of assuming what's going to be the best for us. Now, this is on paid ads. If you want to know how to generate endless free leads and close over 6 figures per year, every single year, just click the link in the description because I've got either free masterclasses that show you how to do it yourself, or B, you could join 6,700 plus agents that have enrolled in my top social media training that show you click by click, step by step, exactly how to create free content that will generate you endless high quality leads. And I've helped people just like you. If you're fearful of the camera, never posted a video in your life, we walk you through how to get comfortable in front of the camera, how to generate free leads, and everything that you need to do in order to break 6 figures in the next 12 months. And you can go straight to that today. It's linked in the description, and you'll be part of a community of nearly 7,000 agents that have gone through the training and seen unbelievable results. And it's also the only training that I've seen that's updated entirely for this year and updated every year based on what works now. But let's go ahead and finish this research with Manus, and then we'll come back and start to develop and design our incredible Facebook ad that converts high quality leads. Okay, so as you can see, Manus has finished doing its research. And what I love about what Manus does is we can look over here. Not only does it summarize it and say, a list of homes under a market value lead generation, right? We could see based on Austin's conditions, prices have declined 25.6% from peak. Inventory is up and the market is transitioning in favor to buyers. Why will it work? Perfect timing, right? Median prices have been down over the last, 19 days. Buyer demographics, and leverages psychology. So 95% of purchase decisions are driven by emotions and value deal triggers. So recommended implementation. The format, right? So we want to show undervalued properties. Headline, Austin homes under 450K. See the list before they're gone. Target, we got to target the whole radius. And the budget, right? You could do, up to $50 a day. Or you could start lower, and I'm going to show that to you, and expected results, 15 to 25 high quality leads every single week. And you can see the strategy capitalizes on the buyer's market conditions, positioning you as an expert who finds value. But if we look at these are all detailed documents that show you strategic Facebook ad recommendation for Austin. We also look at Austin real estate market research. So we can look at all of the current market trends that are going to show us the forecast, the current market conditions, buyer-seller implications, and all of the current data, right? All the metrics that we need to validate that this is the best ad. And we can look at Facebook ad best practices for 2025, right? Key platform benefits, what we need to do in order to set the campaign up, and then top Facebook ad types for realtors and strategies for this year, right? So now what we're going to do, which is really cool, is we can download each of these. So we're going to go ahead and download each of these assets as a PDF. Now, the one that's going to be the most important for us is going to be this one here, the strategic ad recommendations for Austin real estate. And we're going to come over to ChatGPT and we're actually going to add it in. So if I open this up, we're going to plop this into here, right? Strategic Facebook ad recommendations for Austin. And this is now going to become the knowledge base for ChatGPT. So it is going to give us the recommendations based on what we know is going to work. So based on the research, provide the following. Where should I be driving traffic to? The core message, why it's going to work. We already know that, but suggest the ad creative. And we want the ad to be built out for us. So let's go ahead and build out this Facebook ad. So it's going to research the document, reading the documents. Okay. Right. So where to drive traffic? We want a Facebook lead generation form, not an IDX website. You'll get better conversion by capturing the lead natively in the platform based on data, not what other people are telling you, assumptions, data. Core message, free list of homes below market value, right? Why it works, and the image creative, right? So it says show 3 to 5 homes labeled, with below market value. And now we have all of the ad copy. How crazy is that? Based on data and your market. So ad version 1, homes under 450K, see the list before they're gone. Here's the copy and paste ads. Done. And now we can look at ad version 2, right? Price drops, if you want to do price drops, or ad version 3. Now, my recommendation is going to be ad 1 because it is just very literal and good. So let's go with ad version 1. I also need the headline for the Facebook ad for this option. So now it's going to give us also the headline and the entire hook, and we're good to go. So now we can start going in and actually building out this Facebook ad. Now I'm going to show you something really creative here before we do that. Let's look at this. Create an image of a home that is about in Austin, Texas. This is just fun because most people don't know you can create images. But now we're going to go ahead and create the ad because this is proven to generate the highest quality leads. So let's come over to our Facebook business page, and that's where we need to run ads from. You can't run it from a personal profile. So we'll come over to our Meta Business Suite down here in the bottom left. And we want to come over to the ads managers. So we want to come over to campaigns because we're going to be creating a campaign. We don't need this. And let's go through step by step and create this high converting ad. So we're going to click create. And what we want to do is generate leads. That's the name of the game and what I'm sure you want many of. Then after this, we want to do manual leads campaign. This is going to give us the most amount of control with the ad so that we can make it perform the best. Now you want to name this, right? So you could name it buyers under 450K Austin. We don't need to worry about advanced campaign budget optimization. We don't have to worry about any of this, but we do have to have this special ad category. And we want to select housing. Now that is going to limit us, and I'm going to show you that next, because we're not going to be able to adjust the age, gender, some of the targeting, but that is completely okay. And I'm going to show you why. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this ad from my own city, but the same thing would apply for Austin. So I'm going to walk you through that. And the same thing will apply to your market. So you have to choose the country that you're located in, and we will go next. So buyers under 450K. And what we want to do is we want to do instant forms. Instant forms is going to automatically capture their information, and I'll show you how to increase the quality of that as well. You want to make sure that you have your Facebook page here and that you've accepted Meta's terms. If you haven't, a couple clicks, you're good to go. We want to maximize the number of leads. We don't need to worry about dynamic creative. And again, you can start with $20 a day. You can even start with less. I recommend starting with $20 a day. The reason being is that the more you have to take time based on the lower budget to get data, the longer it's going to take to increase the quality of the lead. So the more you spend up front, the quicker you're going to get the data to make sure that it's performing as good as possible. You always want to set an end date. So the start date, you could put any day, right? Maybe not Friday the 13th. So we'll do Thursday the 12th. And then you want to set an end date, usually like, a few weeks later, 2 weeks later. Always set an end date. The reason being is that sometimes people forget that they have an ad running and they aren't following up the leads and they're wasting a ton of money. I don't want that to happen to you. Don't worry about budget scheduling. So you can see here, we need to choose the location. So imagine this is Austin. I'm going to show you my city because I can't select Austin being here. I guess we could. No, I can't because this account is for Canada. Your account is going to allow you to do it. My account is segmented to Canada, so I can't show you, but you would choose Austin, right? Exact same thing. Don't worry about that. Now, because we specialized in the special ad category, we cannot choose the age or gender, and a lot of the detailed targeting options are limited. However, sometimes people are wondering, if you don't select the detailed targeting, is your ad going to perform? The answer is yes. The reason being is that Facebook's algorithm is so good that it wants you to spend money, right? Like Facebook is a business, a for-profit business. So it doesn't want you to spend money, not get results, and never spend again. It wants you to spend money, get quick results, and continue spending, right? So with that being said, even without detailed targeting, over the first 3 days, let it rip, because over the first 3 days, it's going to gather data. And after that, it's going to only put your ad in front of people who are most likely to engage with it. So in the first 3 days, it's all about collecting data. After that, you should be seeing your ad scale. That's why I encourage you not to shut your ad off before the first 3 days, because sometimes people won't get the results they're expecting. And then they get all in a flap and they panic and they get kind of all jacked up. Now, placements, right? So choose where to place it. Advantage placements, right? Which uses their artificial intelligence system, or manually choose placements. If you're on a smaller budget, you can choose the placements. If you're on a bigger budget, we like to use advantage placements. I spend about $1 million a year on Facebook ads, and we use this. But when you're on a smaller budget, I understand that every dollar counts. And sometimes this is going to help convert. And when we want that, I'll show you which ones are going to convert the highest. We're going to get rid of all of the reels because we're going to use photos. We don't want in-stream. We do want search results, and we don't want apps. So we are going to leave these 5 here, as well as these search results as well. And then we're going to click next. Now, if we come back here, we can go over to ChatGPT and we'll see, look at this. Created the home that looks like it's in Austin and it looks like it's about $500,000, which is super cool, using artificial intelligence. Love that, right? So we can use this if we want to. Just click download, and now you've got a beautiful ad that looks gorgeous, right? And this is all AI. So let's come back and start actually building out the ad, right? Ad name, homes under 450K. You want to make sure that you connect your Instagram account so it runs on both Facebook and Instagram. And again, if we look at this, it says to use a carousel of a couple homes. You can do that, or you can use one, right? If we look up here, it says 3 to 5 homes labeled with price reduced or below market value. You don't really have to do that. And I'm going to talk to you about why. Because historically, what we've seen works the best is one image. So we're going to do that, right? So what we're going to do is come down here. We want to set up the creative with the ad. And there's a couple things that you could do. You can either upload some photos of what you have previously sold that's kind of in that price point if you have access to it, or you can actually just use, maybe what I'll do is I'll use that AI image. We'll put it over here in my desktop, and we will go desktop and we use this. And now we use this image here. Now, you want it to be formatted for square. That's why I love that this ad's actually square, this image, because square is going to take up the most real estate space, as you can see here. So we're good there. We don't need to add any additional text, but we do need to do it for the ad. So we're going to come down to our ad, right? So we've got headline, and the headline is going to be here. I like using emojis, and sometimes what I do is I use an emoji that will kind of relate to the ad, right? See the list before they're gone, little clock emoji, why not, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and copy this in. We're going to have to make a couple little tweaks, right? Because we don't want all of this nonsense here. If we come back here, let's just do it one by one then. So let's do the hook, right? This is one of the most important things. Then after the hook, we want to put in the body. And after the body, we want to do our call to action, which is this bottom part, get the list instantly. And you might ask, how do they get the list? I'm going to show you. And I like to do like some downward emojis here to kind of point toward the call to action. So we'll come down here, we'll go boom. And we will boom. So now we can see our ad, right? And we will go call to action that always works best is learn more. Next. We don't need to worry about 3D models, right? So now we can see here what our ad looks like. Austin homes under 450K, see the list before, they are gone. And people will then have to click see more in order to get access to it. But this is how your ad's going to look, which is pretty incredible. Now, there's a couple other things. This is really cool. This is new for 2025, which is you can automatically connect your CRM. So if you're using a popular CRM, like I'm at eXp Realty, and we get free access to KV Core, which is now Bold Trail, Lofty, which used to be Chime or Close, you can come in here and do it, right? So if you look at Chime is there, if you look at KV Core is there, they haven't changed their names in that, but you can see here, you can pretty much connect any CRM. in order to generate leads. So if you have a CRM, great. And now we need to create the instant form. So the instant form is going to be what captures their informations under 450K. So what captures the leads information? We want higher intent. Why? This is what I said about high quality leads, is more volume automatically fills out with the information that they use to sign up for Facebook. But if you're like me, I don't use my Facebook email as my primary email. It's a completely different one. And so if I filled out and auto-populated this, it wouldn't be a good lead. You wouldn't get in touch with me. But for this, higher intent, add a review step that gives people a chance to confirm their info. So I would have to confirm it, which is going to make sure it is higher quality, right? Require leads to verify their phone number. Don't need to do this. This is going to reduce the quality as well. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Flexible form delivery. Allow Meta to adjust or remove elements based on what people are more likely to respond to, right? So we want to optimize it, which is good for max performance. And we're going to go ahead and click next. So I like the background image, and I like it to be the image you choose will be specific to this. All right, so we're just going to use the same image here. And custom headline, right? So for the headline, I always like to see this. Where would you like us to send the custom list of homes? And now we go next. Actually, we have to put so we can send it to the right place. And you can also remove the greeting if you want, right? So sometimes people will just do this, and let's actually go with that because that actually tends to convert higher. So we're going to remove the greeting, but we do need to ask the questions, right? Like us to send the custom list of homes. And the three things that we want is name, email, phone number. I don't like the phone number to be optional because we want to be able to contact them any way that we want. And that should be good to go. Next, privacy policy. So if you come, for example, again, at EXP, we get 3 different CRM options for free. All of these will have a privacy policy at the bottom. So your website should as well. You just want to copy and paste the URL and paste it in here. And you can just see privacy policy. Next, review screen. This is already built into it. And then lastly is going to be the critical part, right? Thank you. Click below to access the list of homes under 450K. 450. And sometimes in here in the description, I'll say something like, if you have any questions or are looking for something specific, feel free to contact me here. And I'll put my phone number and email here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to a website, right? Typically, this is going to be, again, your IDX website, and it's going to be filtered by those properties. So imagine this is Austin, right? And it's going to be single family homes, and the minimum price, there is none, but the maximum price is going to be $450. Usually minimum, I like to kind of put like $300. Like nobody's looking for under $300 if their budget's up to $450. And then we're going to search. And we're going to filter it by popularity, right? Which is usually a filter on most IDX websites. We're going to copy this beautiful link here at the top. And that's going to be the link. Click here to access the custom list of homes. Done, which is super cool. So here's a new option as well. Connect with leads in Messenger. So start a conversation after a lead submits your instant form and agrees to receive messages from your business. Add a chat that includes their contact information on Instagram Messenger. This is really cool as well, right? Now, I like to test this. Is this going to give you a greater chance of engaging with somebody? Yes, but it's also going to reduce the amount of leads that you get. So again, if you're on a smaller budget, I would not click this because it's going to heavily limit the amount of leads that you get. If you have a larger budget, then I would click this, and that's going to make sure that, again, you capitalize on every avenue that you can in order to generate leads. And now we're going to create the form. And the form's done. And so now you can see we have a gorgeous ad here. You can see what it looks like in its entirety. And we have a lead form. And everything is designed based on data that we used here in Manus, specific to our market. And then the only thing you have to do is click publish and you're done. And it's just as simple as that. And now you're taking a data-driven approach based on the Austin real estate market or your real estate market in order to generate the highest quality leads. No more assumptions, going straight to what works. And if you have any questions about any of this, drop a comment below because I'm here to help. I want to see you win. I want to see you generate leads. And this strategy works incredible because now we're taking a data-driven approach to our business and our lead generation. Again, if you want to see how to leverage video and generate free leads without spending any money on ads, check out this next video. I show you how to crack the algorithm and go straight to 6 figures a year with clients coming directly to you for free without spending any money, even if you're petrified of the camera, not techie, introverted, and have no experience with social media. That video will change your life, and hopefully this one did too. If it did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more incredible AI tutorials.